Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I've got a very exciting video for you all today and it's been long in the waiting. So as you guys will have seen by the title, today I'm going to be doing my 100 uses project pan update. I'm doing this update every 2 months, that's for 2 months, just because I feel like then it gives me enough time to get enough uses on it because it's not my main project. Because if you guys weren't aware, I'm also doing a project pan as well. So I just didn't want them clashing with each other. So yeah, I'm really excited to show you guys how much progress I've made. So let's just get into it. First of all, don't mind my top. I've got like powder, like setting powder on my top and I can't get it off. So great. So I've been doing this project now for 2 months and I'm both happy and disappointed with some of my results. Some of my results definitely could have been better. And I think this first 2 months is definitely like what I needed to kind of set the mark, because now I'm going to start setting myself little goals, shall I say, like goals on usage, like how many times I've used it each month, because some of these products needed to be used more each month and I've definitely let myself down on a few of them, but some of them I've done really good on. So let's just get into it anyway. Got myself a nice little cozy hot chocolate to have whilst I filmed this video as well. I love when it starts to get colder because I love hot chocolates. Right, so I have been marking down my uses in this little handy book here. So I'm just going to go in order of how I have things laid out. So the first product was the BH Brow Duo. I have mine in the shade Warm Brown. So that's what the packaging looks like. And to my absolute surprise, we hit pan. On a brow powder, I have hit pan. Can you see that? Right there. My camera won't focus, but you can see the pan. You can 100% see the pan. It's in the darker shade because I use like a mixture of the two. I use the darker shade like through the tail of my brow, and then the lighter shade at the front bit of my brow. And yeah, I can't believe I've hit pan already. I was so surprised. I have only used this 3 times this month. I think once I hit pan, I kind of thought, oh, now I'll use I have a pomade in my project pan. So I think once I hit pan on this, it was like, oh, okay, I've hit pan, so now I can use the pomade. And I think that's kind of wrong. I should have juggled them both a little bit better. Plus, I way prefer the way my brows look when I use this anyway. So I'm definitely going to use this more next month. I think I'm going to set myself a goal to use that 10 times next month. Or next 2 months, should I say. And yeah, I feel like that's a good start. So we've hit pan on 1 product already. The next product was Hoola Light. Now, I'm disappointed in myself. I've only used this twice and there's no noticeable difference. I haven't hit pan on anything. By the way, this is nail varnish. Yeah. I did it when I was marking my results. So yeah, no pan or anything, and I definitely need to use this more. I think I'm going to set myself a goal to use that one 5 times because I'm not too keen on it, but I've used it twice, so if I can use it 5 times next month, it's still better than this month. So I'm going to try and use that 5 times next month. Then I have the Revolution blush. So this blush is in the shade Ballerina. I have it on today. It's so pretty and pink. I love it. I've used it 5 times this month, but I know for a fact I'm going to use it more in the up and coming months. I keep saying month and I mean months. This has been going over 2 months. So this is what the shade looks like. It's actually gorgeous. Like, it's so pretty. So as you can see, it looks quite sheer there, but like you can see the pigment, but it's so easy to build up. Like, look, oh, it's honestly beautiful. And I know it's going to take me a while to hit pan on it, but that blush was practically brand new when I put it in. So I just want to see what 100 uses would look like on it. That's kind of what I want to see, like what 100 uses actually looks like in a blush. But as I was saying, I'm definitely going to be using that blush more this month, because as we get into the colder months, I like to use more matte blushes, just because your skin isn't as dewy in the winter, you know, like it's not sun-kissed, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, in my mind, your skin just isn't going to be as glowy in the winter months, so I'm definitely going to be using more matte blushes. And I think, to be honest, I prefer matte blushes more anyway, because in my project pan I have a shimmery blush, so I know this one's going to get a lot more love this month. So I'm going to set myself a goal to use this blush 10 times, which is double what I've used it these past 2 months. And yeah, I'm going to set myself a goal for 10 times. I feel like I could do it. It's not hard. Like, I love using blush anyway. When I do use blush, I use quite a lot of blush. It's a little bit of a problem. Okay, now this one, I'm not going to lie. I promise you this gets better as we go on. The uses towards the bottom of the page are so much better. I promise. So next up, we have the Revolution highlighter. So this is the Skin Kissed highlighter in Ice Kiss. I don't think you can get these anymore, or at least I'm not aware that you can. If you can, it will be linked, but I'm not sure if you can. I'm going to be honest, I used this once, and that was today, because then I realised I have not used the highlighter. So I used it today, and it is quite pretty. I do actually really like it, so I will be using it more. It's quite glittery and a little bit chalky, but it is really pretty. I do really like it. And again, like, you can kind of see in the middle there, I've definitely used it. But it's pretty much a brand new highlighter. Like, I haven't used it in a while, like before this project anyway. So it's pretty much full. And again, I just kind of want to see what 100 uses will look like on it. And I'm going to set myself a goal to use it at least 5 times in the next 2 months, which should be really easy. But honestly, I didn't wear makeup as much as I thought I would in the past 2 months, so I think that's half of what the problem was, and I think I was too hyper focused on my project pan, and that's kind of where I went wrong. So before next update, I want to use that highlighter at least 5 times. Okay, and then onto the eyeshadow palette that we've put in here, and I started using this a lot more this month. I pretty much only used this eyeshadow palette this month, but I didn't wear makeup a lot this month, to be honest, and I didn't always use this eyeshadow palette. So I've only used it 4 times, but I have been mixing shades. So I've been marking my uses for this eyeshadow palette, not by each shade I use. Like, if I use one shade, that's one use, another shade, that's another use. I've been marking it as each time I go and use this palette, even if it's only using one shade, or if I'm using 5 shades, that's one use. That's how I'm counting it. And I don't know if I've seen any difference. Obviously, you guys will be able to see in the pictures. But that is currently what it is looking like. Trying to get a good close-up for you. I've stuck my finger in so many of these shades, by the way, as I've been using this. I don't know what my problem is, but I have this palette on today just because, again, I was trying to get my uses up. I was honestly embarrassed. I was like, oh my God. But I think I'd be able to hit pan on a few of these shades, you know. I feel like if I focused on, say, this shade, if I focused on this shade and this shade, which isn't coming across very well on camera, I don't know if I tilt it, if it will show you. But they have quite big dips in them already, so I think I could be able to hit pan on those, and I would like to hit pan. I'm hoping I'll hit pan in 100 uses on some of these shades, to be honest. So I don't know whether I mentioned, but I used it 4 times, and I'm going to set myself a goal to use it, like, should we say 8 times next month, so double it. I think that's fair, because it is quite a nice, like, autumnal palette. Like, it's not an autumn based palette, don't get me wrong, it's quite a nice all year round palette, but there's a lot of oranges and like deeper reds in here that I think go quite nice in like autumn type vibes. So hopefully I'll be able to double my uses this in the upcoming 2 months update. I keep going to say a month and it's not a month. This is where my uses get a bit better and my results are actually quite shocking. So, the Primark eyeliner. I'm not sure if you can get this exact eyeliner anymore. It's in the shade Fawn if you can, but it's just a Primark eyeliner in like a deep brown shade. And this is kind of like what it looks like. It's like a very deep, cool brown shade. And I used this eyeliner 7 times, so a lot better usage wise. And I'm quite happy with the result. I'm not going to lie to you. Can you see them tallies? How good is that dip? For an eyeliner, I feel like that's really good. Like, I know it's over 2 months and like it probably could be better. I'm really proud of myself, to be honest. I think it looks really, like, it's a really healthy dip. So I've used it 7 times this month, and these past 2 months, and I definitely could have used it more. I'd forgot about it for a while. So I'm going to put that I want to use the eyeliner 20 times in the next 2 months. No, we'll say 15. We'll say 15. Because that's double and then an extra one. And then at least then, if I don't wear makeup too much in the next 2 months, at least I could still hit that goal, you know? So 15 uses is what I'm setting myself at. And then the next product I'm so happy with my progress with. So this is the Steve Laurent lip liner and it's in the shade Vogue. And this is the shade. It's like a really pretty like mauvey pink shade. It's really nice. This was the only lip liner I used in the past 2 months. I haven't touched another lip liner. Tell a lie, I think I used another lip liner once and it was for a specific video. But if I just show you guys, can you guys see that progress? Are you joking me? I was like, what? No way. I kind of knew my progress was kind of good, but I didn't think it was going to look that big. Like, I was so surprised. And I used this lip liner 13 times. So that kind of gives you guys like an estimate of how many times I've done my makeup. So I've literally used it pretty much every single time apart from one, we'll say 2 occasions I didn't use the lip liner. So I've done my makeup 13 times. So we'll say 15 times total I've done my makeup this month, so these past 2 months, sorry. So that just kind of puts into perspective like why some of my other uses are so low. So I don't even know what to set my goal for next month. In fact, I might not set myself a goal because I used it so well this month. We'll just see how well I do next month. So I'm not actually going to set a goal for the next 2 months for the lip liner. So after the lip liner, we have the Ofra Lip Stick. I'm looking for it and it's in front of me because I've tried to leave them to stand on my windowsill. And I have marked it. I'm not going to lie, it's like a rough estimate. It was kind of hard to get this lipstick to settle. So this lipstick is in the shade Charmed. I'm not going to lie, I know this is out of date because I've had this for a while. And I do not recommend using out of date lipsticks. But I have been fine with this. I've not got any like reactions to it or anything. So I am going to keep using it whilst like I'm not getting any problems with it. Unless it starts to actually smell, then I'm going to stop using it. But I've marked it here, as you can see. I could be lower than that. I could also not have that much progress on it. But as you can see, like I was playing around with it and there is definitely gapping in there. There's 100% a lot of gapping, but it's just kind of hard to see exactly where I'm at. And I used this lipstick 8 times in the past 2 months. And I'm not going to lie, when I take the applicator out, I can actually see in the tube. So I know I have progress. It just doesn't settle very well. I think it's quite a thick formula and I think that's what the problem is. So I've marked it, but it's kind of like a rough estimate. And I think once I start to use a bit more, I'll get better readings of kind of where I am once the product starts to really get used up. Okay, and then the next lipsticks, I have a few lipsticks in here. So the next lipstick is the NYX Lip Lingerie in the shade Silk Indulgent. Now I don't use this lipstick as like a full lipstick. I use it as like an ombre kind of lip, kind of a vibe because it's very pale. But I did use this lipstick 7 times and the gapping, I might not be very accurate with this, but when I put this up to the light, like when I put this up to my window, this is what I could see. So that is the gapping that I have. And yeah, like that is genuinely what I can see. So maybe my first marking here was way too high, but honestly, when I open this tube, I can pretty much see all the way through the tube. So I know I'm quite far down in this lipstick, so I think my first marking was probably wrong, but I think my second mark is quite accurate, because when I do put this up to my window, that is literally where the product like gets darker, if that makes sense. Oh, also with regards to the Ofra lipstick, the reason that's the only mark on there is because I'm pretty sure this lipstick was full when I put it in. Like, I'd probably used it maybe 10 times total, so that's why there's only one mark on there. So then onto the Jouer Gloss, which honestly was a bit hard for me to get a mark on, I'm not gonna lie. So I used this gloss 14 times, which honestly is quite good. I didn't realise I'd used it that much. And basically I've put the mark here because I can't see in the tube, but when I was playing around with it, like swirling the dough foot around, there is gapping in there, and I just think it needs to settle, and I can't get it to settle. But when I put it up to the light, that's kind of where I could see there was definitely a big gap. Like, there was definitely no product up there, and it's just kind of what's left lingering around the tube. So this, by the way, is the shade it's supposed to be, and now this is the shade that it is, because I chuck this in my handbag, and then whenever I want to apply a gloss, no matter what lipstick I have on, I just use this, and obviously it has dyed the dough foot, so that is why the colour is completely changed. But yeah, I'm happy with my progress with this. It smells so nice. It's not my favourite gloss. I definitely wouldn't buy another one, but I'm not enjoying using it. I know it's not my favourite, that's all. I haven't set myself any goals for the lipsticks, just purely because I feel like I've done quite well with them, like with every single one of them. So I'm just going to see what I do in the next 2 months, and then if I need to set myself a goal again, I definitely will. And then onto the very last product that I really thought I was going to be able to finish, but I haven't, but I am very close. So that is the Beauty Crop Wee Sherry Lip Oil. Now, I am not enjoying using this product at all, but I am definitely pushing through because I want it out. Now, before I show you the progress, I've used this 45 times in the past 2 months. I've used this like in the nighttime, before bed, in the morning when I first get up, and like whenever I can, to like give my lips a little bit of hydration, because it is a nice hydrating like lip oil. But the problem is, once it dries down, it leaves my lips feeling very dry, and I have to put a different lip balm over the top. But I am trying to use it up, so I definitely wouldn't repurchase this, and I'm pretty sure I got this out of a glossy box, but the progress is insane. So can you guys see that? So this is where we were last month, and then we're all the way down here, as you can clearly see, because the tube is clear. So my marking for this is spot on. And obviously we're like just under halfway through 100 users, and that's how much I have left. So it's definitely not going to get to 100 users, but I'm hoping within the next 2 months this should be out. I mean, if I use it like I did in the last 2 months, it will 100% be out. But I've kind of neglected this the past 2 weeks because my lips have been really dry, and I just wanted something super hydrating. And this is hydrating at first, but then like once I said it dries down, it just leaves my lips feeling very dry and like honestly like sandpaper. So I'm definitely gonna try my hardest to get this out this next 2 months. I think I could do it in 2 months if I just spread it out and just use it as much as I can. So I'm not going to set myself a usage goal. I'm going to set myself a goal to finish this. I want this to be the first one out of the project, and then we'll be able to roll something in the next update, so in 2 months time, which is actually crazy. So that's really exciting. So I know the start of the video was like very kind of like, oh god, she ain't doing too good. But because I've seen like my results now. I think the next update will be a bit more exciting, and I'm definitely going to try to get a few more uses in. And obviously this is more so not to finish stuff as quickly as I can. It's more so just to kind of see what 100 uses actually looks like, because honestly, I think 100 uses in that Soph palette isn't even going to finish like 3 shades. And that is the truth, because I've seen how little eyeshadow I need to use. Do you know what I mean? So I just kind of want to see what it looks like, because honestly, with the amount of products that I have in my makeup collection right now, it's kind of scary that I know I won't be able to finish most of them. So anyway, that's where I'm going to end today's video. So no roll-ins this first update, but to be honest, I feel like that was kind of expected. There's no way I was going to get 100 uses in the first 2 months, and I think it's impressive that I've almost finished one thing already. So hopefully in the next update I should have a new roll-in, which is exciting, and yeah, I have no idea what that's going to be yet, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know how you think I'm doing. I know I really neglected the first few products, but I promise next update I'm going to be doing a lot better. I promise. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you're doing any project pan type projects at the minute, because I would love to know how you're getting on. And let me know what you think of this project. Do you like this project? I'm enjoying it because it's actually kind of fun and interesting for me. But yeah, I'm going to stop waffling and end the video here. If you enjoyed, I would really love if you could leave a like, because it really does help me out. And if you do want to stay up to date with the project, make sure that you subscribe so that you don't miss when I upload a video. And I would also love to have you guys here, because I'm really trying to hit 400 subscribers before the end of the year, and I would love to have you guys here and join the fam. But that's where I'm going to end today's video, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!